Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with not so much a leak, but a new concept ship has been shown off during the PTU open tests for 3.13.1 and Fleet Week, and I want to talk about that. This is the RSI Scorpius, and assumedly this is a heavy fighter. So this was in the holodeck at the expo hall, and we've seen some of the concept art for it and some sort of like the ad art for it and the holo viewer of it, so it's almost certainly not float ready unless some sort of magical thing has happened. But what do we know about the ship? Well, not very much for sure. It's very Star Wars X-Wing inspired with those 4 wings, but the description of it that we can see says with an adaptable bi-wing configuration, so assumedly we can change the configuration at will, and revolutionary rail-mounted remote turret, the Scorpius offers unprecedented fire coverage, allowing for both defensive and assault-minded applications. So it sounds like a solid all-rounder, and it might be able to transform its wing mode for the job at hand, and to, reduce its cross-section signature, or maybe even change its EM and IR signatures if you're in the right configuration, maybe, question mark. There are weapons on each of its 4 wingtips that we can see, but also a large central remote turret on the top of the ship. It looks like it's got 8 guns on total, so 4 on the wingtips and 4 on that turret. That ship has a lot of guns, but it is a heavy fighter, something that you would expect to actually, assumedly, it's a heavy fighter. That's what it appears to be, and they all look like size 3 weapons. That's a lot of firepower. Pew, 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 pew. It might also have, or at least it appears to have, some bespoke missile launchers that are integrated into it. Looks like maybe 8 size 2 missiles here. What does rail-mounted turret mean, though? Well, I expect that means you can potentially switch it out for different types of turret. That's what rail-mounted would mean to me. However, looking at it a bit further, it does actually look like the turret is rail-mounted in the sense that it can move forward and back, and it can move from top orientation and rail all the way back to go under and behind the ship, and actually fire behind the ship as well. So that's really interesting. A moving turret. Now, is that controlled by a second seat that literally moves it around the ship and controls it and fires to the rear and all that sort of stuff? Is it automated? Is it got sort of set in different modes where it goes either on the top or on the bottom? Or is it got free movement to go in between? We could certainly have modularity for the turret, or at least choices, changing the turret around. That would be cool if that's a thing. Give me a highly customizable large mount for a ship and that will make me happy. From various clever people scaling the ship online, it's approximately probably 25 meters long, 32 meters wide, and 13 meters high. Although a large portion of that is wingspan when it's got its 4 wings out. And take everything with its sort of like size and everything in this video actually with a big pinch or grain or mountain of salt, because at this stage it is just leak and rumor and speculation from some pictures and the description. So it's got a load of guns. What's its downside? Well, it's got a large profile, although maybe it will be able to transform into different profiles, whether you want to do sort of atmospheric flight or space flight, but probably easy to hit because it's got big wings. I would expect it not to be the stealthiest ship signature-wise either. It's probably going to be pretty easy to see cross-section, and I wouldn't expect any sort of special things with its IR and EM beyond, well, it's got a lot of guns. It's probably going to show up like a Christmas tree. Maneuverability and SCM speeds, typically they're lower on a heavy fighter, or at least there'll be something that's pretty bad with it. It's turning circle, or it's top SCM speed or something like that. So sort of bear that in mind, although it does look like they might be putting a lot of engine on this thing. I'm not expecting any interior for the ship, really. Nothing to walk around, as most of the ship is sort of the wings. But yeah, I mean, it could be 2-seater. In fact, it's quite likely to be 2-seater with that remote turret. So it's possible there's a minimal interior. I'd expect a price range of between $200, $220 for a new heavy concept fighter from Star Citizen at the moment, especially because it's been inspired by X-Wing, though it has kind of got like 4 other main sci-fi ships sort of all blended into one there. Got a bit of Battlestar Galactica, got some Star Fury, got lots going on there. I really do like the way its wings are angled back. I got a lot of love for this ship, but will I be trading my Sabre for one? Probably not. Although I might trade my Hurricane for one, because I think that's what a lot of people are going to compare it to. Yeah, the Hurricane and F8 Lightning. Does it make the F8 Lightning redundant? Does it make the Hurricane redundant? Well, they're going to have different uses. I think it's the idea there. I think that I'd be more worried about the Hurricane becoming more redundant with this, because it's quite possible that it serves a lot of the same function. But Cloud Imperium do like to have some crossovers with their ship, some overlap, for sure. But they do typically like them to serve different roles and purposes. So, Heavy Fighter, almost certainly. We don't know if it's going to be a 1 or 2-seater, but much more likely a 2-seater. What does that rail-mounted turret actually means in terms of sort of gameplay? Well, it's going to be interesting to see, but the ability to fire from the top and all around the ship, but also move around to the bottom and fire at the rear, that's kind of quite exciting and weird. Could we have it automated? Could we change the turret on the top for a giant, massive gun? Well, it's got the, rail for it. It looks like it could be quite modular and switch it out, but we don't know yet. Maybe Scorpius refers to the turret being like a big scorpion tail ready to strike. Maybe? Fleet Week is only a few days away, and we will find out more very shortly. We'll probably start to see more on the ship on Thursday. And you'll probably see it on sale on Thursday, maybe for the sort of concierge and subscribers. And then on the Friday, bam, it's Fleet Week. It's going to be on sale anyway, and we'll know more. And it's certainly one that you're going to want to know more about before buying, before committing your wallet, because is it a 2-seater? What do you think? Do you think it's a 2-seater? Would you buy it if it was a 1-seater or a 2-seater? Do you hate it? Do you like the look of this heavy fighter? What do you think? Do you think around $200 to $220 like I do for its price? Or do you think that's vastly over or underestimating it? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Oh, what's this? I just found all your search history online. You filthy boy, buying spaceships and going on Ship Hub. Zin, show a picture of a sexy ship or something. You should have used NordVPN. It's a VPN, obviously, and it has my seal of approval because I shill for them. Use the links below to get a discount and help protect your data, identity, privacy, and to help with online accessibility. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For May, it's for a Crusader Hercules Starlifter. It's a big boy cargo and ground vehicle transport ship that you can expect to be added to the game by the end of the month. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Thank you so much to my channel members who have pressed the join button below my videos and my Patreons as well. Going the extra mile really, really helps the channel. Say thanks for helping the channel, Zin.
Thanks for helping the channel, Zin.
Consider becoming a channel member or Patreon as well, and maybe you'll get some poorly photoshopped naughty spaceship shots. Ooh, saucy. Thanks for watching and all your support.